Hi everybody, old guy here. If Eric von Daniken, or Daniken, however you pronounce it, and Tom Clancy had a love child, it would be this book. Sorry to put the image in your head, but that's about the best way to describe this completely over-the-top tinfoil hat worldwide universal conspiracy theory with advanced weaponry and tactics. And you will love every moment of it. Well, maybe not every, but enough to make it worth your while. I don't really know if Alton believes all of this stuff or if he is having us on. Either way, it makes for a truly fun read. That is, if you completely suspend all sense of proportion, your common sense, basic knowledge of history and science, and expectations regarding human interaction, then you'll be fine. Mick Gabriel is a patient at a Miami hospital for the criminally insane, put there after he viciously attacked Pierre Borgia, the future Secretary of State, after Borgia publicly insulted Mick's father, Julius Gabriel, at a scientific conference leading to his father's immediate death by heart attack. What leads to this public shaming? Well, Julius was presenting the theory that the Mayan calendar predicted the world to end on 21 December 2012. This book was written in 2001, so there you go. When various Mayan, Aztec, Egyptian, and whatnot henges and monuments all around the world will all line up with the dark road at the center of the Milky Way and unleash an ancient alien enemy. Okay, so here's the tinfoil hat aspect of the story, that we humans are the progeny of ancient space aliens who built the pyramids, both Mayan and Aztec and Egyptian and Olmec and Celt, you name it, and the Nazca lines to warn us about our upcoming destruction at the hands of an evil being, which is the mortal enemy of the good beings who built the warnings. So we could, well, I don't really know what we could do. We're pretty weak when it comes to ancient alien terrors that reside deep in the ocean off the Yucatan Peninsula. Especially one that can release fusion bomb drones at will and send them hither and yon to lay waste to millions of acres of lands and people. Seems to me the good beings would have done us a better service digging the bad alien up than going around levitating big rocks into pleasing shapes and leaving us to figure it all out and to deal with it. So you can understand why Borgia and the rest of the conference attendees were not all that receptive. And Mick, who has long been steeped in this story, indeed, spent his entire youth accompanying his father on crazed expeditions around the world to prove it, got a little miffed. Problem is, when you attack a future Secretary of State, he usually has the ability to make you disappear. Which is pretty much what happened to Mick, who has been incarcerated and drugged by Borgia's pal, Dr. Folletta, for years and years. Then, weeks before the fateful 21 December end-of-the-world date, a mysterious radio wave blasts the Earth from the belt stars of Orion, setting a bunch of things in motion. A really bad bunch of things, and Mick, with the help of psychiatric intern Dominique, escapes from confinement and heads off to save mankind. Okay, I'm not going to get into the details, but suffice to say your hair will stand on end and eyes bug out, because this is a wild ride. Too wild. Too unbelievably wild, but go into it with all credulity in check, and you will enjoy the heck out of this. I mean, I sure did. Now, I can't really comment on the writing because the copy I have is a bit unusual. It is an advance uncorrected proof. I think you can see it right there. Even the places where pictures or illustrations were supposed to go have little marks. Let me see if I can find an example. There's a few in here somewhere. Yes, like right there. You see that? For the printer to put in whatever illustration was supposed to go there. What I have is a February 2001 zero edition, zero, which, in other words, it predates a first edition. I have no idea where I got this. It was in a box of books sitting around the house, and I suspect I picked them up at a yard sale or something. But however I did, here it is. So I have no idea if the things that irritated me were corrected or not, such as present tense, caricatured characters right out of central casting, somewhat unbelievable tech on aircraft and submarines. From what I've seen of the published editions, no. But I didn't read those, so I will refrain. If they were half as fun as this one, though, then you'll be all right. Because this is fun. And I suspect Alton is having us on with it, at least based on his other work. I'm sure he had a chuckle when 21 December came along and nothing happened. I'll bet he believes, like I do, that the guys who are working on the calendar got up to that date, decided to go get a beer, and never got back to it. The Spanish showed up or something. Old guy here. See you later. Oh, if you're looking for, like, other channels that do pretty good book reviews, and I've got a few to recommend. One of them is Sci-Fi Words of Wonder. That's hosted by Ira. Go give him a look. If you want to see some classic science fiction movies, then go to Classic Science Fiction and Horror. He's got all kinds of great stuff on there. And of course, one of my favorite reviewers, Book Pilled. I mean, the guy just slays me. He and I have almost just identical tastes on all the books that he reviews. And of course, there is Outlaw Bookseller, who is the master. And if you're interested in fantasy books, probably about the best person I know to go get your information is from Daniel Green, who has yet to tell me what he thinks of my shelves. Old guy here.